Hello everyone, Meghan wants money. Standing by her man, William is in the firing line, that's for sure. Meghan came to Harry for money from the beginning. She knew he was the easiest to trap. So she chose Harry as her prey. In fact, Meghan's ideal target is King Charles or William. You know what her main occupation was before marrying Harry, right? So there's no way she fell in love with him while never meeting him. After a long time of contact, it's even more difficult because Harry is not a smart person. But if Harry is not chosen, then no one else can help her step into the royal family. King Charles and William don't even put Meghan in their eyes. To put it another way, as the proverb goes, money is the source of all evil. Don't you think? I don't know about you, but if you were to unzip your purse, you would probably wonder to yourself, how much is that travel card? I don't know if you are the same way. In addition, it appears that you never manage to find value in anything. Are you aware that everything you are purchasing is an issue at the moment, since everything is shrinking, and it never appears the same on the box? Do you understand what I am saying? When you are a star, and you are wealthy, however, money literally slips through your fingers. This is due to the fact that what we consider to be £5 or £10 or £15 is nothing in the realm of celebrity. In fact, $50,000 or $100,000 is nothing. Additionally, when you think about Harry and Meghan, they are constantly portrayed as people who have a great deal of riches. And, as I've mentioned to you before, they are not as wealthy as they give the impression of being. This is because, as the story goes, Prince Harry will, in fact, receive a lump sum payment when he reaches the ripe old age of 40 the following month. Nevertheless, that would be depleted in a very short amount of time, due to the fact that they had a substantial mortgage, in addition to the costs of living, security, and everything else of that nature. Money moves at a breakneck pace. It is also important to keep in mind that Harry has never actually dealt with money before. Thus, the former cable TV actress is in charge of managing all of the financial elements of their lives. However, according to a source, this is the primary reason why Meghan is so enraged about His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. Prince William, are you aware of what I am being said? Now, it's a little bit like I would propose that Prince William, the Prince of Wales, should do with, of course, the person that he did have a connection with, although one that was pretty sort of thin, to say the least, and that person is Meghan Markle, who used to be a cable television actress. As you are aware, William was recently in a lot of trouble, because, as we have mentioned to you, it was his personal prerogative to conceal the precise amount of tax that he was going to pay on a windfall that he received from the Duchy of Cornwall. Speaking of which, give me your arms to those who love William and Catherine. If anyone is a fan of these two, please comment on number 1, or vice versa. If you don't like this couple, please comment on number 2. It goes without saying that this is something that he has received from his father, His Majesty the King, to put it mildly, substantial, which has resulted in him and Catherine amassing immeasurable wealth. However, they operate on their own. They are not supported by the state in any way. As a matter of fact, this is what they utilize as their primary means of subsistence, and the foundation upon which they operate their business. According to a source that is quite well placed, both Harry and Meghan are of the opinion that that information ought to be disclosed, despite the fact that it has never been done in order before. This is one of the major issues that Meghan wants to discuss with His Majesty the King during the meeting that she is planning to have with him. She is of the opinion that both sons ought to be handled in the same manner. What is the rationale for giving it to them for free? Regardless of how you look at it, the fact that she is unhappy is due to the fact that she is a member of the royal family, has royal protocol, or both. Moreover, when one considers the staggering numbers, one might conclude that she is capable of comprehending the situation. However, she failed to remember that she had been aware of this particular circumstance for a considerable amount of time prior to this moment, and she was unable to foresee the amount of money that the Prince of Wales would be receiving. It has come to her attention that she has come to the conclusion that it would be a pleasant experience if the brothers at least made amends and did the right thing for each other. It's quite amusing, isn't it? Now, this is where things start to get extremely tricky, because, of course, there is no way that it can be accomplished without the intervention of His Majesty, the King. Aside from that, he is really content with the current state of affairs. To put it another way, he is responsible for his own investments, as well as his own private income that comes from his own interests. It should also be noted that Prince William has recently appointed a number of individuals to oversee the Duchy of Cornwall, which has resulted in him becoming quite wealthy. According to a source that is extremely well placed, Meghan Markle is reportedly fuming about the fact that Harry has been given a very small amount of money. However, regardless of how long it continues, there is always that brand new handbag that will be delivered to him on his birthday the following month. Hey, Meghan, remember that neither you nor Harry are working royals. Neither of you deserve anything. Clearly, she might mean she disrespected the royal family and the country. Throwing someone under the bus implies you ratted them out for wrongdoing. I don't believe the royal family or England treated her with anything less than the respect they deserved. Hey, what do I know other than recollections may vary? Old Meghan is nobody yesterday, today, and always. She will always be a professional victim and grifter for life. The smirk she had on her face during that interview was evil. She will never bring down the monarchy. She will fail. They are more loved than ever. Of course, I'm smirking right now, because that interview only served to sink them even further. She's upset over the backlash, apparently oblivious to the fact that a majority know she and Harry are a pair of epic hypocrites. Oh dear, smirk? The family doesn't owe her a darn thing, nor do they owe Harry anything other than free rehab, detox, and deprogramming, should he ever not be tied to her. They wanted to be independent. Guess what, sugar plums? You've got your wish. So go do your thing, instead of attaching yourselves to the royal family like a pair of leeches, because that's the only thing you have to sell, since you didn't bother to build your own lives and brand. She has actually made the monarchy more popular. Most people never gave them a thought. Now, people have rallied around them to Meghan's surprise and downfall. Maybe she should have thought of that before she dragged Harry to California and encouraged him to disrespect his family for the last 4 years. Too late now, Meghan. Anyway, it's good that her kind of narcissist doesn't think that far ahead. She snagged Harry and claimed to want to be a working royal while keeping her California attorney, manager, publicist, and PR firm, and not shipping all of her clothes or furniture to London. She and Harry wanted to monetize their titles and move to California, but Her Majesty the Queen said no to 1-2 in 1-2 out. So that's when Meghan pulled out the racism card. Oprah interview, Netflix documentary, podcasts, and thousands of whiny articles burned every road to make sure her captive hubby had nothing just like her. They burned through $30 million with court cases, award buying, private jets, and security for no one chasing them, plus endless payments to Backbrid for every parking lot they wanted to walk through. The coming inheritance will be much less than what they have burned through, and the Queen Mother died in debt, so it must be a trust Her Majesty the Queen made for Harry in her mother's name. It's still more than most of us would ever see in a lifetime, but won't take a year for them to lose that and make Meghan worry about herself, since people see how loathsome she is. Then she found out that was not so. The heir would always be richer. Then from that time, she has never let Harry forget that he will always be number 2, and she too is number 2 to Princess Catherine. This is causing Meghan's vile hate towards Princess Catherine. Only Markle cannot be financially independent. She thought Harry's title would keep money and prestige rolling in, but discovered that is not the case. Loser, user, and abuser, not a badge of honor. What goal? She trashes the Princess Catherine, Prince William, the King, the firm, and now she wants a reconciliation. so she can get her hands on the money. Brazen gold digger. Exactly. The royal family needs to ignore the brats from Montecito. They don't deserve the king's time or his money. Hold strong, King Charles. Certainly, Meghan has no understanding of the British monarchy and the hierarchy of thousands of years. She doesn't seem to hold back on spending money on herself. Harry, however, seems to be wearing the same old clothes and not always neatly attired. Is a real job, Meghan. Earn your own money and quit depending on your husband and his inheritance. Remember, you are an independent woman. Yeah, right. Allegedly, you have used man in the past to climb the social ladder. Or maybe she's just trying to get Harry to thank her. She has already helped to spend the millions his mother left him, plus what his father supplied them with in the first year after they walked away from his family. The only money she will get her hands on is what is left of all the millions they raked in with Spotify, Netflix, and his book deal, the Lumentary, and all the other bits they have blushed along the way. His inheritance from his great-grandmother is due next month. That is if Princess Anne releases it to him, but you can bet it won't be a lump sum. He has no experience in handling money, let alone large sums, and there is no way she will let Markle get her hands on it. She may defer it for another 5 years, or she may release it in smaller payments. So those two fake ex-royals from the USA can suck up all they want. It won't get them anywhere because unlike his father, Princess Anne and Prince William are not suckers, nor are they pushovers. Anyway, I definitely won't like these two miserable people. Are you like me? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I hope to receive more likes, shares, and comments. Please help me have more motivation to make more interesting videos. Now goodbye and see you again.